Hello, gentle viewers. This is Indian, welcoming you to Out of the Park Baseball 19. We are in the midst of a bit of a rebuild. We missed the playoffs last year, despite a very tasty little second half. If we look at the expanded standings, where are we? ANL Central. Yeah, we were below 500 before the All-Star break. We really kicked things up after the All-Star break, and particularly after the draft, because we picked up two key players, Rafael Furcal, who had an outstanding rookie campaign, and CC Sabathia, similarly outstanding rookie campaign. Thanks in large part to trading for the third overall pick when we traded our former friend Andy High. So that's the good news. That's what went well. What did not go quite so well was the offense as a whole. We only finished 9th out of 16 teams, so very meh. The bullpen was great. The defense was superb. But the pitching was the starting had some issues. Whitey Ford was in the rotation for way too long. And Rick Russell, it's not as bad as it looks if you check out that BABIP. Because his hits per 9 shot up. But his other peripherals stayed about the same. There's really not much separating him from his 2028 year, other than some really bad luck with hits. What we need to do is improve at second base and third base. And then just try to acquire more prospects. We could always use more. Luis Hernandez was another lovely little surprise. And his offensive ceiling is just nearly infinite. And I'm excited to see how he does at the end of the season. So right off the bat, we do have to hire some new coaches. We need a new assistant GM, a new manager for AAA. So we're going to go ahead and actually promote the two we've got now. You can be in Bakersfield, and you can be in AA. There we go. I promoted the wrong guy. Whoopsie. You're supposed to be the hitting coach for single A. Yeah, Brad Miller. You're the hitting coach for double. You're the manager for AA. Is this the Brad Miller that used to be a player? No? Okay. Oh, yeah, this is another one of these guys. Yep. Two-time manager. I just won't let him leave. Okay. Assistant GM. Look, we really don't need one. The only thing I'm not sure about is I'm not sure what kind of effect they have on development. So just in case, we're going to take good old Mike here, and we're going to offer him an apprenticeship as my assistant GM. Okay. So we need two managers, and then we need to basically fill out our rookie staff. Okay. Is there anybody cool? Like, just for name value. That's Tony Renteria, not Edgar Renteria. Okay. Let's hire Mike Caldwell. Given his experience, he would get along pretty well with our AAA staff. Oh, we missed some. We actually missed a lot. Oh, that was the problem. Yeah, once you go to A, a lot of these people just disappear. So we're going to hire Mike Caldwell to serve as our manager for a couple of years. And let's get someone with no experience and just see how they develop in rookie ball. So that's easy enough. Moving right along, let's go to the pitching coach job. We want somebody who wants a pitching coach. Okay, right here. This is what we need to... This is the kind of player we want. our coach we want. Someone with a lot of experience who can help our players get better. And then finally, let's get a hitting coach. Let's go ahead and hire Andre Redmond. I like his power influence. There we go. So we're filling out our coaching staff. One of the biggest offseason events has already happened. Ricky Henderson did not take his opt-out, which is great because it means for the next 4 years, we've got one of the best offensive players in the game. Henderson does everything well. He's not stealing bases as often as he used to, but other than that, his value is through the roof. Delighted to have him. So yeah, that's what we're looking at in terms of what we've gotten now. Now, our biggest issue has been... Wait, what are you doing? Oh, you're playing Austin Jackson at right field and then letting Schulte DH and then moving Hernandez to first. That's fair. If Hernandez continues to develop his bat, he could be the best hitter on the team. I mean, last year he was pretty sensational. He just didn't hit for a high enough average, which we know he's capable of doing. So, a lot of talent on this team. And we've got a fair bit of cash to improve the team. $76 million in extensions, $48 million for free agents. So let's take a look at what's coming up. Okay. He really does not want a longer contract, does he? I'm just going to offer them their ARB amounts. Okay, look, Bowler, every time I have you, I call you up for a bit and then I send you right back down. I'm going to go ahead and non-tender you. Yamauchi. He's good. Yeah, I think it's reasonable to give him an arbitration raise. I do think we're overpaying Wilkins, though. I really, truly do. Especially for someone who hasn't, frankly, offered much value to us. I'm going to go ahead and non-tender him. Murray's fine. Doer, I wouldn't mind re-signing because he's cheap and because I might be able to flip him. Doer, sorry. Lepsio, the same. Let's try to lock down Willie Mays. Yeah, this is a no-brainer. Can I take out the opt-out? Here's why. He's only going to be 31 at the end of his contract. And I don't want to chance losing him. Unless he's no longer what he could be. So this is the offer I will give you. Okay, perfect. No worries. Easy decision. Done. We can't let Willie Mays go. What about Russell? Nah, he doesn't really want an extension there. There's a lot of Midland talent here who never really got a chance. Wah wah. Let's actually take a look at our minors. And let's get people promoted as they deserve. One of the downsides of manually managing your own minor league system is people can just get stuck in rookie ball because you forget about them. And then any chance they might have to develop just goes away. Which can obviously be a bit of an issue. Okay, everyone promoted there. Baxter's 18. Let's put him in rookie ball. Okay. Now, is there anyone here who had a really great statistical year? Tony Mendoza can be promoted. Like, seriously, if you could even produce one win above replacement, that's pretty good. Oh, wow. Let's not rush Baxter. I want to give him a chance to develop a bit. I know he's 18 already, but that's fine. Show... Okay, you think Lyle and Pavano can be promoted. I agree. Anyone else you definitely want me to promote? Palmer. Okay. Anyone have just an amazing statistical year last year? Okay, Quinn, promoted. Ghana promoted. Evans had an outstanding year, definitely promoted. 2 wars, not necessarily enough to get a promotion. Three is where I draw the line for single A. Okay. Double A. Okay, we got the ratings. Cot we want to promote. Okay. How long has Harris been in the system? He's been useful in the past. Maybe he does just need to kind of find himself in single A. Kilty had one fantastic year in A-ball, and it's just been downhill since there. We can let him stay in A-ball. Statistically. Swisher produced quite a bit of value in Double A. And it was his second year in Double A, so yeah, he can be promoted. Everyone else can just be promoted in their own time. Okay. Let's proceed now. A trade proposal. Mookie Betts can't play second. So I'm just going to go ahead and say no to him. Hatcher. What could I get for him? I would take even a mediocre relief prospect, because to be frank, he's just not worth it. And if I eat 25% of his salary, do I get anything? No. Which is, it's reasonable. Hatcher just can't be a starter for us. And he's the kind of sunk cost that we can take and not suffer too terribly much. So that's not a deep concern of mine. Okay. Salary arbitration is dealt with. Let's keep going. And the fans are thrilled, as am I. Look, Mark Baldwin is a finished product, and that finished product is not going to be very good in the majors. Especially not for Ed Lennox, who could actually get playing time as soon as this year. I'm going to drop Lennox and see if there's anyone else that you'd want. You're actually asking for genuinely interesting players, so the answer to that is no. It ain't happening. Got our manager. Pitching coach. We haven't gotten any awards yet. That's not hugely surprising, but it's fairly surprising. Ed Charles is shit. O'Flaherty's interesting, but he's a bullpen guy. I'm not giving you Rick Russell for that. That's stupid. For now, let's make him untouchable. Who was Medford anyway? Oh, the Hammerheads. Okay. I bet we'll end up with a possible Rookie of the Year. Maybe. Okay, how the shit did we not get Rookie of the Year? I had 2 that qualified. Okay, Frankie first played the whole season. That's fair. That's fair. And then, yeah, we'll just go straight to salary arbitration because we're not going to win anything, I don't think. Yeah, all right. Nope, he won. That's the only... Eddie Murray won. Wow, they ruled in favor of the player almost for most of these. Damn. The differences weren't that big, though, so I'm not too fussed by that. Miggy. Okay, there is some legit talent here. How much money do I have to spend? Front office. About $60 million. That's pretty good. But we have to keep in mind, a lot of these players that we might want to sign are going to cost us a draft pick if we do. Okay, Miguel Cabrera is not one of them. Interesting. Oh, Pete Browning. You would be a very nice addition to this team. You'd cost me a draft pick. And more importantly, your age does concern me somewhat. What about Tim Raines? Raines is younger, but again, we'd still lose a draft pick. And Raines isn't nearly as good. If we want to go big or go home kind of situation, Pete Browning is an awfully attractive piece to add. How long a deal does he want? Is he likely to maintain this value? And I say he probably isn't. Okay, so let's cut it to 5 years. And let's do 2 team options. I do like that the last 2 years are vesting options. I've got some flexibility to control that. I'm going to make the offer. And then if he doesn't accept, we will proceed accordingly. Because Bob Bailey would be a perfectly acceptable candidate if Browning, say, if we get into a bidding war with him. I got things to do, mate. Okay, Hall of Fame voting. Am I going to forget this time? Okay. Right away, where's Stevie? Put this man in the Hall of Fame. Just do it. Um, other than Steve Clark, there's not much here. I know, I take it back. Benito Pena actually would be a reasonably worthy Hall of Famer in our league. That's reasonable for me. I don't see anyone else here that leaps out at me. That was a lot of money. That was a lot of money. And if I weren't already so wealthy, I would never have taken this risk. But we've got a lot of cash, my friends. And we have to spend it. We do still need an upgrade at third. So if he's still available, I'm actually going to go ahead and offer on Bob Bailey. Oh, I could lose both my draft picks. I don't think Bailey's going to be the kind to go quickly. I genuinely don't. And so I'm going to wait until... Oh, no, wait. Yeah. I'm not going to sign a third baseman because of Ed Lennox. I think Ed deserves a shot to play third base next year. Just to see what he's capable of, right? And then if he sucks, we can always grab someone new another year. Let's go and put Lennox on the 40-man. And I think, yeah, maybe Ted Lilly, too. Okay. We do need a backup catcher. What do we got on the catcher market? I could bring back Devin Masaraco. Hey, my old buddy Jack Bliss. I remembered you. Yeah, this is a perfectly reasonable salary for a backup catcher. Done. Hey, Ron Swoboda. Oh, that's for AAA. Okay. No. Ed Lennox may well be my starting third baseman next year. You could be a nifty little bullpen arm, actually. You've got a crazy amount of stamina. And it wouldn't cost much to find out what you've got. But I do think we'll pass. My friend's going to grab Nick Swisher off of us. Oh, guess not. Hey, Jack Bliss is like a leader. That's cool. Hey, Hall of Famer. Oh, I can't retire his number. That's a shame. I'm going to shortlist him, just in case. I'd like to have him as a coach at some point. Is he literally the only player on our Hall of Fame? Yep. He is the entirety of our Hall of Fame. I mean, look, Pete Browning is going to be... Oh, God, I almost lost Bliss again. Damn it. I got to remember not to do that shit. Stupid. Okay, we definitely do need more of an upgrade to our bullpen than I envisioned. But some of that might just be sorting itself out. Can I still change ticket prices? I cannot. Okay. Alright, spring training. Right, if we are having reliever issues, you can get a spring training shot. You can. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm just going to grab people, and then you'll all just go right back to AAA when you're done. Why does this also show ratings OSA? Obviously, I want Stinet's ratings. There we go. Okay, let's play till next month. Which is literally one day, okay. That's whatever. I don't really mind Bob Smith. No. I agree that Mark Reynolds might be an interesting addition to my team, but not to give up one of my better relievers and a genuinely promising first base rookie. Let's go to the next month and let's see how people changed in updates and so forth. Spawn got quite a bit better. Silva got a little worse. Monster Dino's done. No, it didn't cost you much to find out. Esper keeps getting worse. That's getting problematic. Falcone got slightly better in some ways. Browning is starting to ship as older players typically do. Ed Lennox has probably improved enough to get some playing time, I think. Henderson's getting older. So he's losing just a touch off his game. Wow, Swisher got worse with his first major league hitting. Schulte's deal is becoming problematic. It's not there yet, but it's getting there. How much longer do I have you? Oh, just one more year. Okay. I will almost certainly not bring him back, but we'll see. All right, let's do the easy stuff first. Oh, poop. You know what? That's baloney. I did not put him on the 40-man, but the game said he did. Whatever. Crawford. What am I doing? I can make this a lot easier. Okay, let's send all you guys down to AAA. Leaves us with 39 players. Still a ton of people we need to shift around. Okay, 19 players. We need to dispose of 7 pitchers. Okay. I don't think Monjardino will take a demotion. I'm going to try to waive him so I can send him to the minors. Okay. Alright, let's look at the people now who could use a bit of time in the minors. Spawn, Richelli. I'm just going to waive Falcone. I don't think he's going to make a major league roster anytime soon. I want Nichols to have like a full year in AAA, unless someone gets hurt. Not what we're looking at. I still got to dispose of 2 pitchers. So I guess Lilly doesn't make the cut. And I guess Wagner. No, Baker. Because Baker can keep working on his stuff in AAA and maybe improve significantly. Okay. Now we got to dispose of position players. Look, we got too many first basemen. Eddie Murray can go back to AAA. Mike Mowry, AAA. Bob Smith, AAA. Still got to go rid of 3 more people. Arcia. Bobby Dorr, maybe? Like, we do need 5 outfielders. Yeah, you're going to be a little whore. What about Whittack? Okay, I'm not trying to put him on the damn 40-man. Okay, Whittack took a demotion. That was a kind of him. I'm going to try to trade Bobby Dorr. And I'm going to see what kind of offers I get. I'm getting some. I saw Mike Messina's name. The question is this good Mike Messina or is this bad Mike Messina? Yeah, this is bad Mike Messina. Although, he's not a terrible risk. Mike Parrott. Not actually a parrot, despite what the name may indicate. Jim Clinton. He's got some potential, he does. Edinson Volquez. That's a maybe. I think Parrott's the best choice. And then maybe get him to add something else like a draft pick. Just for funsies. Yeah, there's no one I'm willing to give up. Not quite enough. How about a 4th round pick? Fifth round pick? Yeah, I think this is reasonable. And if we take it, if we get it, we get it. And then just for now, I'm going to send Doer to the minors just so we can get the roster set. Really? What about a Bobby Bolin? No. I'm just going to take this deal. I think it makes sense. Now, do you have any options? You've got one. That's fine. No. Damn it, that's not what I wanted. I want him on the 40-man. No, he doesn't. Take him off waivers. So we might actually lose the guy we just traded for. But I did put it on automatically pull back, didn't I? My mouse is being real funky the last couple of days. It might be time to get a new mouse. Top 100 prospects. I don't have any of them. Now, how do I get him off of waivers? This is not fair. He is not designated for assignment. I have an assignment for him. I want to put him in AAA. This is ridiculous. There is no reason that the game should be doing this. These are not irrevocable waivers. Then you're gone, mate. I'm not carrying you on the roster anymore. Oh my god, this is such bullshit. I'm gonna lose Mike Parrott. You know what? Global settings. Because I'm totally serious. I will turn on commissioner mode if I can. Alright. Here's what's going to happen. I'm going to release him, then I'm going to re-add him. Why can't I just assign him to... Here we go, editor. Here we go. You're in AAA. And you're on the green wave. There we go. I won't do that again, but that was the game being a butthole. To be frank with you. So I'm going to go ahead and quickly turn off commissioner mode. There we go. Default time zone should be, we can use Eastern Standard Time. I wasn't paying attention to it, so that's fine. That's alright, you're a backup catcher. I really don't care if you're mildly inconvenienced. Well, there's a 20-game hitting streak for Furcall, who just had his streak ended, and now he's suspended. What a jerk. No, I'm not going to trade Kid Nichols. Just because I'm not using him right now doesn't mean I won't in the future. It's stupid to trade away a player with that kind of caliber. Nice work, Asper. Damn. Now, look, I'm not going to say that he's going to be like this all season, but if we can get him to be like that all season, that would be pretty sexy. What does our draft order look like? Didn't I have an extra first-round pick this year? Oh man, Roger Clemens and Tris Speaker. Damn. Oh well. Draft order. Oh, so I lost my draft pick, but I did get the one I kept from Memphis. That's cool. Or not from Memphis. Whoever I got the pick from. That's cool. I'm obviously not going to get Roger Clemens or Tris Speaker, but I'm going to get something worthwhile. And that's always good. And then Willie Mays went out for 6 weeks. Because he won't let me have nice things. I'm going to guess Nick Swisher, because we just need an outfielder, right? And then we can have Hernandez shift over to play center. It is his natural position after all. Holy shit, look at the year he's having so far. Obviously not enough at-bats to really make a determination of his actual talent, but damn. You know what, Alston Jackson, you barely even play, so just quit your belly aching. 31 runs? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. 31 freaking runs. You've got to be kidding me. Schedule. No, that's 31 runs. Holy shit on toast. Did Schulte hit 3 home runs? No, he just hit a grand slam. Damn, look at this. That is absolutely insane. Ricky freaking Jordan. Damn, 6 for 7, 5 hits, 5 RBI. Jason Hammond wasn't great, but you don't have to be great, right? Damn, not when your offense scores 31 bloody runs. Okay, Hamill wants to come back. Herb McQuaid, huh? Welcome to Double-A, kid. So here's our question. A, obviously, how much does Hamill want? But B, is he going to be worth it? He is the old man of the pitching staff. For sure. How much does he want to come back? That's a lot of money for a starter who's not necessarily a frontline starter. I'm going to wait till after the draft. I'm going to wait till after the draft. See what we can acquire, and then maybe consider bringing him back. Because here's our problem. He might be worth it for the next 3 years, but I don't like the fact that I don't control whether or not he opts out. So let's see what we pick up in the draft. Who's Olin? Olin's kind of killing it, actually. Yeah, he could be promoted. That's his second consecutive year of just really great play. To Double-A with you. Cycle for Luis Hernandez. Holy shit. Okay. Alright. And Lou Gehrig. Damn. Okay. There's obviously going to be tons of talent in the draft, and I'm probably going to get at least one really good prospect. Or maybe not. That's the issue with this draft. Holy shit, there's very, very few top prospects. Let's go ahead and auto draft until my next pick. Who's left? Okay, Jesse Percat. Gary Nolan is the best pitcher in the draft. There's also Lou Gehrig, but we can't afford him. Red Ruffing's not bad. Okay. Here's going to be our issue with Gary Nolan. Nolan's going to have a hard time in our ballpark because he doesn't have much movement. Jesse Percat would be a pretty good pick. right, so pitching-wise, you got Red Ruffing, Gary Nolan, and Red Faber. Faber does nothing badly, but nothing great. Ruffing's going to strike people out, but is otherwise a fairly flawed prospect. So far, there isn't one pitcher that I'm looking at that I'm like, yes, this guy is the future. Except Dave Pagan, who is, quite honestly, just an amazing relief pitcher, and I'm just not sure that I want to spend a high pick on that. Nope. I mean, Gehrig could clearly be special, but I don't have room for him. Salvador Perez is interesting, but... like, I think maybe we take Nolan just for the sake of taking someone. He's a good player. And he gives us more options in the offseason. So I'm going to go ahead and take Gary Nolan. Okay, Slim's a big guy. He might put on heat in his fastball. That makes him worthy of a second-round pick to me. I was going to take Jesse Burkett if he was still around. Oh, well. Nick Maddox, not very good. Pedro Ramos, definitely not very good. Rick Peters draws walks and not much else. Charlie Silvera looks like a decent choice as a possible future backup. Let's grab him. Hey, Bruce Campbell, I remember him. I remember him quite fondly. I'll take him just for old time's sake. Huey Crits is an interesting little product. I don't know when or if he'd get to play in the majors, but I'm not going to let raw talent like that go. Because people get hurt. Alright, let's look at pitching potential. Again, let's focus on movement. Carmen Hill. Done. Josh Lukey. And Phil Payne. Auto drop to next pick. Raw power. Ned Crompton. That is a pretty English name, I'm not gonna lie. Billy Ott. That's fun. That was 10 rounds. Okay. So what I'll probably do is, unless one of my starters is just not handling himself at all, I'll probably send Nolan right to AAA and let him get used to good quality hitting and then call him up as injuries present themselves. Am I going to pay $2+ million just to sign a pretty good reliever? To be frank, no. And I'm not even going to bother with Nick Maddox, unless Maddox wants like 100,000 or less. Yeah, you're drunk. Do we have any openings in the pitching staff right now? Russell's not great. Mike O'Neill is kind of shit. His Ks per 9 are insane. He's just not keeping the ball down enough. So we'll see how he handles the Okay, Willie Mays. Swisher. Back to the minors with you. Manager, find a way to get Willie Mays going too. Move people around. I don't mind. Do we go ahead and grab Gary Nolan now? Oh, you're going to AAA. Slim's going to single A. Luke's going to double A. The rest of you guys can figure your shit out. We can promote Baxter, and Crits, and Payne, and Rodriguez. O'Neill's never given 200 innings in a season. I think maybe he's going to be the one to get replaced. I mean, this isn't a bad deal. I'll tell you what, let's do a 5-year deal. And we'll do team options. I gotta get my team option in here. He wants too much money. He's wanting to get paid ace money, and I don't think he's an ace. I'm gonna think long and hard about what we do with him. Okay, you can go on the DL. And I guess Baker is the most polished of the relievers. I just can't see spending $25 million on a starter who's just not that good. I mean, he's solid, but he's not that good. Lennox has been having a good year. Yeah, screw you, Huey Jennings. Okay, whoever the best international amateur is, we're going to grab him. Efrain Ruiz is that guy. I'm not saying Danny Adami's ridiculous power isn't good, but I don't want a player that's that one-dimensional. $4 million. That is my one and only offer. And he signed as I knew he would. How is the team slumping? We're 59-20. Let's do personnel. Let's go and offer them extensions for now. Let's actually see what we've got before we decide if we're going to keep them or not. That's fine. Okay. So here's an interesting thing we might want to consider doing. Oh, Doug Payne's in AA. Yeah, he can be promoted. I think it's time to move on from Eddie Murray. There's too many. He's been lapped by people in our system already. And I don't want to block him anymore. So let's see what we got. Volquez and Perkins, huh? Perkins could be a perfectly serviceable reliever, but he's quite far away. That's fine with me. Okay. I mean, sorry, Eddie, but you may be a Hall of Famer in real life, but you're not in our universe. Wegener was having a pretty shit year. Man, I feel bad for him. He either gets hurt or just doesn't pitch well. Let's rehab him, and we'll see if someone else gets hurt. Oh. No, I don't need a mediocre starter. I don't know why the game thinks I do. Tommy Thompson. Eh. I should have quite a few All-Stars this year, I bet. There's Esper and Hamill, and B.J. Ryan, and Rincon, and Fred Carroll, and Luis Hernandez, and Pete Browning, and Rafael Furcal, and Willie Mays. That's pretty good. That's a lot of All-Stars. Let's get our quick overview of the team. Yeah, we're awesome at everything this year. Is it worth doubling his salary? Or should I just make him a qualifying offer? Or even... We got to know when to walk away. And I think we have to walk away from Hamill. Look. Hamill has been solid. With a capital S. And this year, he's taken a huge step forward. Which is great. But I simply cannot commit that much money to a starter who has been merely very good. I just don't think that's a risk I can take. Herniated disc for Browning isn't super great, but I'm just going to let him ride the pine, and then, like, Lepsio can fill in for just a little bit. I'm not going to put him on the DL, I don't think. Today's the trade deadline. Anyone getting close to deserving obscene amounts of money? Rincon. When does Luis Hernandez kick in? Yeah, he's going to want a lot of money. Same with Sabathia. Let's try to lock down Rincon. BJ Ryan's making way too much money for the role he plays on this team. And look how much we're still on the hook for Vic frickin' Willis. Damn. I wish he'd just retire. Let's offer Rincon. He doesn't really want a long-term deal. Man, Rick Russell is just such he's such a confounding pitcher. Because he's a pitcher from an older, a different age. He's not well suited to the modern game. Because he doesn't strike enough people out. And if you can't strike people out, and if your pitch types aren't real solid, you're never going to have, like, a great career. Damn it, Hamill. I'm probably overpaying for Yamauchi, if I'm honest with you. I will offer Falcone a minor league extension if he wants it. It's honestly probably time for Austin Jackson to move on. What if I trade him, actually? So what would I get? Because the value of trading Austin Jackson is that on another team he could probably be a start. He just has no room on this team. I'm getting a lot of offers, but how many of them are actually good? Okay, Ron Darling would be a very nice addition to this team. Okay, that's a very serious consideration. He doesn't have the third pitch, otherwise I'd jump on Guzman. Ira Flagstead is a very good hitter, but I think I'd have the same problem that I do now, in that I just don't have a spot for him. There's Eric O'Flaherty, a bunch of 50s. Tony Estrada's a really good hitter, too. I'm getting very good offers for him. But I don't see how I could pass up a potentially elite starter in Ron Darling. If Guzman, if he had a better tertiary pitch, I would grab him in a second. But I'm going to grab Ron Darling. Let's not make him untouchable anymore. Do you have any other interesting prospects? Jack Howell's pretty interesting, but I bet you won't give him to me. How good is Joe Flynn as a catcher? He's not terrible. Would you give me Joe Flynn? Oh, you just drafted him. That's fine. Howell's got a very raw bat. I really like Joe Flynn, but you can't give him to me because you just drafted him. What about Dick Selma? Okay, you'll give me a potentially elite pitcher. Good, good. Jerome Walton. Yeah, he's only a center fielder and a pretty shitty one at that. Deion James, you're probably not going to give me, and you probably just drafted him too. Yeah. What do you have on the active roster in terms of outfielders? Buzz Arlett. He can't hit, or he can't play the field. Scott Schaebler would be a handy little player. He wouldn't get overexposed on my team the way he would on another team. Would you throw him in? You would. And what about a third-round pick? Fifth-round pick? I mean, I get why you like Austin Jackson, but he just doesn't have a role on this team. Now let's look at your prospects. You have anyone who throws real hard. He is critically injured. How about Roberto Duran? One more player? Mike McClendon. I mean, this is honestly about as perfect a deal as we're ever going to get for him. We've got a replacement for him right now in Schaebler, who can do the things that Austin Jackson does, but maybe a little bit better. And even if he doesn't, he's cheap. We get Ron Darling, who I'm going to convert to a starter and let him pitch in AAA for a full year. Let's do it. Okay, let's start with waivers and DFA. Schaebler, you go to the roster. You're a starter. Put you on the 40-man because I have to, and then I'm going to send you to AAA. This is good. That was an amazing deal, and we didn't get worse in the short term either. We're maybe not as good in the short... Wait, what the fuck are you playing shortstop for? I mean, are you any good at it? Not really, but with what's-his-face gone, you're also going to get more outfield time. So, I wonder if they're shifting for call to second while what's-his-face is hurt. Maybe. Okay. I like that trade. I like it quite a lot. Player development. Any big warning signs? Fred Carroll's starting to slip a bit. Oh, Luis Hernandez. Is there anything you can't do? Look at this crazy shit. Holy fuck. What position is he even playing at this year? Mostly first base. I gotta put him somewhere, so I'm not gonna cry about that. Lennox has been a nifty little third baseman for us. I approve. There's Bill. There's Furcal getting better. Shebler getting better. Henderson getting better. Willie Mays getting better. Schulte improving just a touch. Gary Nolan pumped up his movement a bit and his stamina, but his control slipped just a tiny bit. No, he is not a relief pitcher. He is a starting pitcher. Don't ever not use him as a starter. He'll probably get called up for his cup of coffee here. I understand that, Falcone, and maybe you'll have great success elsewhere. And I hope you do. But yeah, you just haven't been a good addition to this. You don't have a spot on this team in the near future. Who's the worst pitcher in the bullpen? It's Ferry. Yeah, let's send Ferry down and call up Wagner. Roster expansion day. 2,000 hits for Henderson. I've already locked up that, so that's pretty awesome. Can we... Damn it, Hamill. You are making this a very difficult decision for me. Okay, is anyone's deal coming off the books? Maybe Schulte's. Maybe. Vic Willis would be a bloody moron to opt out of his deal, but maybe we can get lucky and he would next year. I want Vic Willis on my short list. So here's what I'm staring in the face right now. Jason Hamill is clearly the best pitcher on my team this year, most likely. No, Esper's probably the best pitcher. He's been really solid for us, and he wants to get paid. And I can respect that. But he wants a lot of money. If I sign him, he's never had a home run rate this low apart from his rookie year. Everything I'm looking at number-wise suggests he's gonna decline next year. The question is, do I care? Am I willing to overpay for the next 3 years or so? Oh dear. This is what you make the big bucks for, though, right? I really don't want to do it. I really think this is way too much money. Okay. What if I drop like $5 million off the salary? Okay, let's give him $20 million next year. That's a pretty reasonable bump. Then 24. Then he gets his $29 million. A team option and then a player option. No, but his, you know what? The average value came down. Oh God, I'm gonna do it. Oh, yep, yep. Come on, Willie Mays, really? Let's call up Swisher and Mowry and Arcia, Lily, Richelli, Ferry, Darling, Nolan? Oof, Nolan actually got worse. Why do they keep thinking Nolan's going to be a relief pitcher? He's a starter. Use him as a starter. Okay, let's get people promoted. Ooh, Rob Brantley took a huge nosedive. Sparky and Josh can go to AAA. There we go. Like, do we take the Gary Nolan risk right now? Or do we let him stew a bit? Because I'm totally fine with Mike O'Neill not coming back. He hasn't been ideal. He's been meh, and that's about the nicest thing I can say about him. Look at the year CC's been having, damn. That's some impressive shit right there. Alright, let's continue. I still think this is a bad signing. I genuinely do. And I think we're going to regret it as soon as the next couple of seasons. But I also didn't want to lose. Who just blew out his arm? Hank Johnson. It's unfortunate, but of all the people to get injured, a bullpen guy isn't the end of the world. Five hits for Grisadier. 5 hits for Furcal. Hernandez got Player of the Week. Found a player in Italy. Ron Darling is not a relief pitcher. He's a fucking starter. Quit changing him. Here, you know what? I'm going to force you to use him as a starter. Oh, damn, he led the majors in home runs last year. I didn't know that. Where are people positioned in the lineup now? Hernandez 5th, Mays cleanup, Browning 3rd for call, 2nd, Henderson leadoff. That's pretty good. I gotta say, Ed Lennox is easily the unsung hero of this team. He's improved us significantly to a position that was one of our weakest last year. Hats the fuck off to Ed Lennox. And look at Grisadier as the DH. He's been killing it. Like, we look at this, we know that this is not his normal level of production, but I'm going to take it. Let's play to the end of the regular season. Even if I wanted to, I'm not trading anyone. That's just going to disappear at the end of the year. $121 and 41. That's pretty great. I'm going to be honest with you. That's pretty great. But, first of all, let's check the playoff roster. Here it is. Okay. As per Hamill, what did you do? Oh, you made O'Neill into a reliever. Okay. Oh, I know why. Because yeah, you got pushed out of the rotation. That was dumb. That was real dumb. What are we light on? We're light on pitching. I need one more pitcher. Which of my pitchers had the best year but wasn't eligible for the postseason roster? I wonder. Let's make it Richelli, actually. I think he's probably the best. There we go. Now remember, we get a first round bye, so that's good. Division Series. We take on the Fort Worth Mastodons. We had the best pitching staff and the best lineup in the majors this year. But anything can happen in a short series, so we can't let ourselves get, especially for another team that won 100 games. Okay, good work by Sabathia. Oh, number 10 decided to retire. I wonder why Steve Clark didn't get his number retired. I don't know. Okay, Duke Esper had a crazy year this year. Let's see if he can keep it going. Oh yeah. Hamill, we just paid you a bunch of money. Can you help us clinch? No. You got your brains hammered. Russell, what the shit? I'm going to get bounced out in the first round, aren't I? No, I'm going to be positive. Come on, Sabathia. Good. Oh, 2 home runs for Willie Mays. Nice. Okay, we're going to sim a bit farther. Yeah, that should not have gone as long as it did. Okay. Play the Diamondbacks. And we win in a nail biter in the first game. Okay. Iron Joe McGinnity versus Jason Hamill. We did it with the bullpen again. That's 2 straight games we've needed bullpen support to win the game. CC, help us out against the Chief Charles Bender. That's what I'm talking about. How dominating was this appearance? I clicked random buttons. I have significant apologies. Box score. How'd CC do? Look at that. Complete game, 2 walks, 3 Ks. Maybe we expect more Ks from CC, but you know what? That's the good stuff. And Russell just basically did just enough to win. I'm totally cool with that. Did the Caribou miss the playoffs altogether? I think they did. Haha, stupid Caribou. I really don't want to face Medford. Because they also have 100 wins. That's pretty scary. And we're not. It's Mesa. Maybe Black Mesa. That was a joke. Haha. Fat chance. Okay. Alright. CC, my man. Nice. Wasn't as dominating as your previous performance, but he's just like, you know what? 2 walks, 8 Ks. Hand it over. Job well done. I'm going to be honest with you. CC should get some serious consideration for MVP in these playoffs. If we win. Oh, but we got Oswalted. Esper got lit up. Oof. No homers. He just got battered. Alright. No one said it would be easy. Hamill. It was Hamill time. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's why you get paid the big bucks, Hamill. A good game by Russell. 2 homers for Pete Browning. Pete Browning is clearly worse than he was last year, and yet was still absolutely phenomenal. That's awesome. CC, can you bring it home? You cannot. But you did your absolute damnedest in the process. You got a little walk happy. That'll happen with your hard throwers. Come on, Esper. Yes! Oh, that game came down to the bullpens again. 10th inning. We didn't have a single run till the 9th. Who's the hero? Luis Hernandez got a double. Well, I'll just put him in second. Ricky Hernandez. Ricky Hernandez? Ricky Henderson. Why did I say Hernandez? That's all she wrote, my friends. Job well done. For the World Series champion, Cleveland Keys. I just want to remind you, we did not make the playoffs last year. Yeah, you want better prospects, but it's fine. A new budget. Schulte did void the last year of his contract. And he wants to get paid. We're going to have a talk about that next episode. Who was World Series MVP? Seriously, who was World Series MVP? I should think it would be CC. No, he just got a ring. Okay, playoffs. Okay, so Grisadier got it for... Oh, you were the World Series MVP. Why? What did you do that was so great? You had 391 with 2 homers. Man, I don't know how you don't give it to CC, but okay. Then again, true, there isn't actually a playoffs MVP, is there? Schulte got... Willie Mays got the Division Series MVP. That's some harshness right there. It's harsh. But fair, I guess. And so there you go. We literally added 1 major and 1 minor player, and that was all we needed for World Series glory. Let's take a look at the team before we go. Willie Mays. Can I just say, Willie freaking Mays. 8.0 WAR, the same as in 2028 when I believe he was also MVP. He has an MVP. Yeah, 2028. He could still get slightly better, but to be honest, he doesn't really need to when he's hitting 363. Luis Hernandez, just a touch worse at 7.6. Virtually a perfect hitter. Man, these international free agent signings aren't always great. But when they pay off, they pay off. Maybe needs to run a little bit less often, but you know what? Even ended up being a plus first baseman, which is far more than I expected. Pete Browning has a down year, relatively speaking. This is the second worst year of his career, and he was still sensational. 183 hits, led the league in walks, 28 homers, 28 doubles. Ricky Henderson, who just continues to be just awesome every year. Also led the league in walks. I guess they were tied. Led the league in runs, led the league in stolen bases. 445 on base percentage, and he hit for power. For call. He still has room to grow. But damn if he wasn't an awesome shortstop this year. He's even a plus defender. Fred Carroll. Just another consistently good year. He's only ever had one amazing year in his career, which is 2022. But he's a multi-time All-Star. He just consistently, year in and year out, gets the job done. I am a bit worried about his age, though. Frank Schulte, 2.8 WAR. He can still swing it, but just not as well as he used to. And if he thinks he's making $40 million a year on my team, he is sorely mistaken. Like, his tenure with the Keys has been outstanding. He's got to be pushing 400 homers, doesn't he? He's super close. He could end up being the best home run hitter in our game. But I cannot turn around and hand him $40 million a year when he's clearly declining. It hasn't happened just yet. But he is aging. And I can't afford to give him a major contract, so we're going to have a talk about that beginning of next episode. Ed Lennox doing yeoman's work at third base, providing good defense, solid offense. And finally, look, a player I didn't even expect would contribute at all this year. Bill Graziadei, another guy. Oh, he's a dual national. Nice. He just came in and flat out hit the ball. And he plays so many positions fairly well that, yeah, we had a couple of players who didn't really do much. Lepsia was kind of bad. Schebler. Much of this was not our fault, though. Much of this was San Diego playing him way too freaking much. But damn. I do feel kind of badly for Ricky Jordan, and I still think he's got all the world of potential, but he's not hitting for contact the way he should be. He should be a 300 hitter that hits 20 to 25 homers, in my opinion, and he's just not doing it. Let's look at the pitching. CC and Esper right up at the very tippy top. Hamill right below them. Then Russell. BJ Ryan. Rincon. O'Neill was decent. Not great, but decent. But yeah, this was pretty great. Duke Esper is probably going to end up winning Cy Young over CC for one very simple reason. The dude won 28 games and only lost one. The voters are going to look at that and be like, yeah, okay. I wonder if CC led the league in strikeouts. He did not. But he did lead the league in starts, or at least tied for it. That was good. That was an amazing season. BJ Ryan, though. BJ fucking Ryan. Look at this WAR he's producing just by coming in when we needed him, just shutting stuff down. And then there's Rincon right behind him. Just phenomenal seasons all around, everyone. Round of applause. Still actually telling you the second best team in Major League history, though. Because there was that year. Who's won the most titles? We're tied with the Filthy Caribou. Damn Caribou. We have made the playoffs one more time than them, but we are tied for World Series championships. Leaderboards, teams. Yep, I have the 3 highest win totals in history. Yep. And the 3 lowest loss totals, 3 highest. Yep. Man, why does everyone come see the Caribou? They suck. A 309 batting average as a year. Awesome. Just really crazy stuff. Let's look at regular season stats. Damn, look at Tony Gwynn just dominating in the career boards. And he gets a ridiculous OPS because he hit almost 500. Andres Suarez still holds the home run record. So that's kind of a club. That's kind of cool. Pete Browning is going to own most of our records, I think, by the time he retires. He already owns a lot of them. Duke Esper set a single season record for most wins in a season and highest winning percentage. Holy shit, Hardy Henderson struck out 376 people. Damn. All-time WAR leader is Dutch Leonard in 2027. Was he with me at that point? Oh no, he pitched for me in the other series, didn't he? Not this one. JJ Vanderwall has 5 more saves than Mongiardino. They might both get some some votes, to be honest with you. But that was great. This was a great season. I had a lot of fun. And I look forward to seeing if we can repeat. We still got a ton of money, but we've also got some hard choices to make this offseason. For now, thank you for watching. This has been Avindian, and I bid you good day.